Welcome back, Pokemon trainers, to another episode of Pokemon Go. Today is day 3 of the fasting challenge for better health, breaking bad habits, and just living your best life out here. And if you guys are, this is the first video out of the 7-day series that you're watching, the details for the fast will be in the descriptions box. But during this 7-day fast, you guys, I have decided to do a 15-minute walk with you guys each day, using the adventure incense to talk about a different topic. So far we have covered environmentalism, and we have also covered the idea of perfect parenting. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cover another topic. So smash the like button if you guys are getting down with these different style of readings. Obviously not all of my videos are going to be like this, but just during this 7-day fast we're trying something different, because honestly doing a 7-day fast is different, and who knows, maybe we'll even find something cool on the adventure incense. So speaking of the 7-day fast, you guys, today is day 3, like I said, and if you guys feel called to do the 7-day fast, oh, hang on, always look both ways before you cross the street, right? But day 3, things are starting to get real, things are starting to get hard. And I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about my experience. But if any of you guys have ever tried to make like a New Year's resolution where you said, okay, I'm going to eat healthier, or you said, okay, I'm going to start going to the gym every day, or you said, okay, I'm going to cut out doing XYZ habit, right about the 3rd day is where stuff really starts to get hard, because, anybody can do any amount of change for one day, okay? Anybody can say, no, I'm not going to do something for one day, right? Day 2, it's like, things starting to get real. Day 3, it's like, oh, am I really going to stick to this? This is when, it's crunch time, right? So basically, I'll tell you a little story about what happened to me this morning. So during this fast, you guys, what you're supposed to do is you are only allowed to drink water between 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., you're allowed to eat raw fruits and vegetables. So what does that mean? That means that if you want to eat in the morning, okay, before 6 p.m., you have to, sorry about that, I had to cross the street again. So what that means, guys, is if you want to eat before the fast starts during the day, you have to eat before 6 a.m. So far on day 1 and 2, I woke up before 6 a.m. I think I woke up around 5:30 a.m. and I had myself a huge bowl of fruit, okay, and vegetables like bananas, grapes, apples, oranges, all kinds of raw fruits, right? But today, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna sleep in. I'm gonna just deal with it and see how it goes. So I allowed myself to sleep in. I missed my morning chance to have the fruits and vegetables. So then when I woke up later around 9 a.m., I woke up hungry, you guys. I was like, oh no, I'm already hungry. Now I went downstairs, right? I looked at my pantry. I see all these things that I can't eat, like cereal and a whole bunch of other like processed foods, all kinds of stuff. And as I'm staring in my pantry, which is full of things that I'm not allowed to eat because it's already past 6 a.m., which means that I should only be drinking water, now I have a decision to make. It's like, okay, I'm hungry. Am I going to break my fast because I made the critical error of not waking up on time to eat the raw fruits and vegetables? Or am I just going to have to deal with it and wait until 6 p.m.? Now, anybody who does not have the, the mental strength to tell your body no, okay, in that moment of weakness where your stomach is growling and you are literally within arm's reach of reaching food that you shouldn't be eating, are you going to be able to tell yourself, hey, you know what? No, I'm going to stick to what I said. Well, guess what, guys? I'm proud to say that I did it. I did not eat anything. I've only been drinking water. So, and I know what you guys are thinking. Okay, well, there's a lot of things you guys are thinking. First of all, some of you are thinking, wow, she's crazy. Why would you ever fast? It's a health thing, guys, and it's also a test of my strength. Okay, this is a way to train yourself to tell your body no. I don't need that. I don't need those things like Obviously, you have to do it within what's healthy for you, okay? Some of you guys are on special diets and medications. Not everybody can do this fast. But the fast is a way to train yourself to have more mental strength than your body, okay? Do you guys realize, like, your body's telling you things, right, all the time? And also your mind is telling you things all the time. Like, if you feel a pull to go towards something or stay away from something and you can't really explain what that is, that's probably like your body telling you, hey, don't go over there, or hey, like, don't eat that thing, or something like that, right? It's an intuitive nudge that your body is trying to tell you. Now, at the same time, you guys have your mind. Now, the mind is so powerful. We all know that the mind is ridiculously powerful. The mind can overcome almost anything that you throw at it simply by deciding to do that. Let's cross the street again. Always look both ways. So what am I trying to say? Let's say that in my example, right? My body's like, hey, why don't you just eat some cereal right now? Hey, why don't you have some bacon? Hey, why don't you like eat some orange juice? Or like, hey, why don't you just eat some ice cream or something like that? So even though my body is telling me those things because it thinks that it's hungry, right? I have to have the mental wherewithal to tell my body, no, you know what? I made a decision. I am not going to break the fast that I am on right now. I'm going to wait until 6 o'clock and I'm going to eat raw fruits and vegetables like I said I was going to do. I'm going to stick to what I said. Now, that is hard to do, especially when you're already hungry. So you can apply these principles to everything else that you guys do. For example, let's say that you, the bell's ringing, hang on. Let's say that you decided that you are going to cut out coffee. Okay, so this is a promise that you made to yourself. All right, now are you going to keep the promise to yourself? It's up to you. No one's going to like check behind you and be like, hey, I thought you said you were going to quit coffee. Like, you're the biggest judge of yourself. You guys are your own worst critics. And who are you going to have to answer to if you don't fulfill your own promises that you made to yourself? It's yourself. So what am I trying to say here? I'm trying to say that your decision to do the things that you said you were going to do is so important. There are so many people out there, you guys, who don't honor what they say they're going to do. They don't. And not only do they not honor what they say they're going to do, but they deliberately lie and tell you they're going to do one thing and do the opposite. Okay? A lot of businesses do this. A lot of people who you think are your friends do this. Those are not your friends. There are deliberately people who try to pretend to be your friend and they will not do it. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that the ability for people to stick to what they said they were going to do in the face of temptation is hard for people. Food is just honestly like one of the easiest examples to display that with, right? Fasting is, with food, is one of the easiest ways to show where your mental fortitude and mental strength is at. If I say, hey, you know what? I don't want you to eat for 12 hours today. And then I wave a piece of bacon in front of your face. Are you going to immediately be like, no, I'm not, you know what? I'm just going to eat the bacon. Like, no, you have, like, how strong are you mentally? Can you actually tell yourself no when your body is telling you yes? Can you overcome your primal urges? Can you overcome your, the gut urge to just eat or do whatever carnal desires that you have? And if you don't know what a carnal desire is, just Google it, because those are the things that your flesh, your body, is just so automatically prone to do, and you have to overpower that by using your conscious mind. What I'm trying to show you guys is that the fast that I'm asking you guys to do with food is merely one of the most simple to understand examples of taking ownership and control of your own body and mind. Do you guys realize that we have evolved over millions of years as humans to be able to have this conscious mind? The conscious mind is a tool, just in the same way that your physical body is a tool, to get things done for your greatest and highest good. So if your mind and your body are fighting with each other, and your body's telling you to go left, but your mind's telling you to go right, then how can it even be possible that you can achieve anything at all if you're going to be like torn down the middle as to what you should be doing with your life? Now, when it comes to what the body wants you to do, a lot of times it's trying to protect you, it's trying to keep you safe, it's trying to sustain you, it's trying to keep you in shelter, right? It's trying to do stuff that like animals do, like your dog or your cat. Like it's trying to find food, it's trying to find water, it's trying to find shelter, and it's trying to find somebody to play with, right? Those are your animal gut instincts. But we are now at the point, you guys, and I think everybody can agree with me on this. Yes, we are animals, but at the same time, humans have this incredible mind. We have evolved this insane amount of consciousness where we can actually decide to override your animalistic nature. That is what the fast is accomplishing, you guys. It's training your mind to be more powerful than your body, okay? Denying yourself of food is one of the simplest ways to show your body, nope, you know what? I'm in charge, okay? I'm driving the bus. Body, you can sit in the back seat. Mind is in control, all right? It is time for the mind to actually decide what you are actually going to do with your life, which is why I talked about parenting the other day. You guys are supposed to be parenting yourself. You're supposed to be conscious enough to make decisions for yourself that is healthy for you, okay? Because if you allow your animalistic mind to step in, you would be like gambling every day. You would be spending all your money on stupid stuff. You'd be like extremely obese because you're feeding yourself unhealthy things. You would be doing bad habits that don't like really offer you anything truly. And you'd probably be like humping every leg in town, right? But your ability to use your mind to override your body's urges to do pointless activities is what is keeping you actually safe, because you overrid that animalistic nature to do things that aren't actually really helping you live your best life. That brings me back to what I said about parenting the other day, you guys. In the previous video, I talked about the idea of perfect parents. A lot of people are still in their animalistic mind that, hey, I need to be safe, I need to find shelter, and I need to find food and water. And a lot of people automatically look to their parents for those things, for their basic bare necessity needs, okay? But guess what, guys? If you stop looking for your parents to provide the bare necessities like food, water, shelter, and somebody to rely on, then guess what happens? You end up taking the reins and you end up taking control of your life, and you decide what your life does. You decide what you want to do with yourself. You decide what career you want. You decide what to think for yourself. You decide what you're going to do today. You decide if you're going to go on a fast or not. So what am I trying to say as the adventure incense is over here? I don't want to drag it out, you guys, but just think about it. If you could not even stand in front of your pantry at home and say, you know what, I'm not going to eat those Twinkie Ho-Hos and sodas today. I am going to eat vegetables instead, just for dinner tonight. Then what does that really mean? It means that you're allowing your body to decide how you're living your life. Is your body even making you healthy? Or are you just fulfilling these like visceral, guttural, carnal desires that you don't even really pay attention to if it's healthy for you or not? Like I said, there's so many carnal desires. If you don't know what they are, Google them, okay? Because like I said, you guys, food is just the tip of the iceberg, and it's the easiest one to talk about because it's the easiest thing to illustrate. I'm either going to eat the food or I'm not because I decided to. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Oh my gosh, how am I ever going to override my carnal desires? How am I ever going to deny my flesh of all these things that I have been indulging in for years and years and years? How am I ever going to take the reins back? How am I ever going to decide how to live my life on my own? Well, first of all, acknowledge and validate yourself that yes, it's scary, especially when you're as old as I am, okay, in your 30s, and no one has ever told you this, okay? And anybody who's older than me watching this video, I get it. It's scary. Doing something new is scary. But guys, guess what? No one's ever gonna hold your hand and tell you what to do. You've gotta take the reins back. You've gotta take control of your life back. You've gotta take control of your body back. You've gotta control your desires. You've gotta control what you're putting into yourself. The whole reason that I'm telling you guys this is because I see on the horizon, guys, when AI is here and all of the, AI, okay? When AI is here, okay, they're gonna be thinking for you, okay? AI would love to think for you. Now, do you really want AI to control your life? Those of you who said yes, you don't even bother watching the rest of my 7-day series, all right? If you're happy for AI to take over for you, have fun. Now, if you guys are like, whoa, I don't want AI to think for me. I like my free will. I like being able to think for myself. That's exactly what I'm trying to get you guys to take control of. And you start doing that by proving to yourself and by proving to your body that you do have control over your mind, over your body. And one of those ways is by fasting, all right? So I hope you guys are understanding what I'm trying to put out. If you guys are, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.